Hi, I'm Mark, and today I have another brilliant thriller for you. Patriot Games by Tom Clancy. Yeah, it's Clancy again. But what is this book about? Jack Ryan, a professor of military history and ex-CIA agent, is doing research in London. As an unsuspecting passerby, he gets caught up in a terrorist attack carried out by a splinter group of the IRA on the family of the British heir to the throne. Ryan succeeds in thwarting the attack, but from that hour on, he and his family are no longer sure of their lives. In the film adaptation with Harrison Ford, millions of viewers were captivated by this exciting thriller. And that was just the version without spoilers. I do want to tell you a little more about this story now, but there are really a lot of spoilers in it. There is an attempted kidnapping of the Prince and Princess of Wales and their young son in the mall in London. The attack is being orchestrated by members of the Ulster Liberation Army, a splinter group of the Provisional Irish Republican Army, the IRA. However, Jack Ryan intervenes, incapacitating one of the attackers, Sean Miller, and killing the other, John Michael McCrory. However, during the firefight, Ryan is shot in the shoulder by McCrory as they exchange fire, and Miller is later arrested. While recovering from his wound, Ryan is honored and knighted by the British government. Meanwhile, Miller is sentenced to life in prison for attempted kidnapping. However, his ULA compatriots, led by Kevin O'Donnell, free him while he is taken to a maximum security prison on the Isle of Wight. They are then aided by their Libyan allies in escaping to their secret camp in the North African desert, and Miller swears revenge on Ryan. Ryan returns to teach history at the United States Naval Academy in Annapolis, that's in Maryland, and he's confident that the ULA will not attack him in the United States. Unbeknownst to him, Miller had persuaded O'Donnell to launch an operation in the United States aimed at targeting Ryan and his family, enlisting the support of an African-American domestic terrorist group known as the Movement. Though primarily about revenge, the operation is also intended to reduce American support for rival IRA, who are said to be blamed for the impending attack. The assassin sent to kill Ryan is intercepted before he can complete his task. However, his wife Kathy and daughter Sally are seriously injured when Miller crashes their car on a freeway. They are rescued by state troopers and volunteer firefighters and later transported by helicopter to the University of Maryland Medical Center for treatment. After the attack on his family, Ryan accepts an offer from the Central Intelligence Agency, the CIA, to work as an analyst at their headquarters. Later, the Prince and Princess of Wales visit Ryan at his home in Maryland. However, this gives the ULA another opportunity to once again recruit the services of the movement. On the night of the visit, they launch a covert attack on Ryan's house in order to kidnap the Prince and Princess of Wales and Ryan's family. Although several guards are killed inside the house, Ryan, his friend fighter pilot Robert Robbie Jackson, and the Prince manage to take out some of the terrorists. They later receive support from the local police, the United States Marines, and sailors from the US Navy. They stop the remaining terrorists from leaving the country in a container ship. The Navy does that. Ryan encounters a cornered Miller and attempts to kill him, but is held back by his weapons instructor. After the ULA terrorists are arrested, he arrives in Annapolis to witness the birth of his son, Jack Ryan Jr., and we will hear a lot about him in future books there. The author Tom Clancy, the master of the techno-thriller, has been at the top of the international bestseller list with all his novels since his debut, The Hunt for Red October. Unfortunately, he died in October 2013. And if you want to know more about exciting books, you can find my next video here in the end screen. I'll see you there. Bis gleich.